Major General.
And it is a glorious thing to be a Major General.
It is, hurrah for the Major General, hurrah for the Major General.
It's the same as the Pirate King tune.
You'll see where I'm going with this.
I am the very model of a modern Major General. Live information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England, and I quote the facts historical. From Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. I'm very well acquainted too with matters mathematical. I understand equations both for simple and quadratical. About binomial theorem, I'm teeming with a lot of news. Lot of news. Got it. With many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
Many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse. Many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse. Many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
I'm very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings, animalculus. In short, it matters vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern Major General.
Right, so that is from the Pirates of Penzance. It's a very famous bit of the show. I've known about it for decades. It always makes me smile. I always enjoy watching it. So what happens when you get modern writers, modern actors and actresses, and want to recreate something as classic as that? I'll show you. Oh.
Story of the modern Marvel miracle, starting off with Iron Man with critics called impeccable. Then came Thor from Asgard and the Hulk who was incredible. Never had an ensemble been so buff and so bankable.
Iron Man's impeccable, the Hulk he was incredible. Never has an ensemble been so buff and so bangable.
Bankable, not bangable. Keep it in your spandex. This is Disney. Cinematic team of heroes spread across the galaxy. Then Diesel got paid millions just to voice a friggin' talking tree. They fought so many villains who were mean and diabolical. One was colored purple with a chin that looked like testicles.
Fruits incomprehensible and Thanos diabolical. And he had a chin that looked like giant purple testicles.
Oh. So you go from something that's famous within its own right, a classic, and you end up butchering it. You can't even do it at the same speed. It's half the speed, and it's just a bit really, you know, which leads me on to this very lovely segue for Agatha. All along, viewership drops 33%. It is already worse than the Acolyte. Boom. Mic drop. That's bad. The Acolyte was trash. So here we go. Viewership for Marvel Studios' latest Disney Plus show, Agatha All Along, reportedly declined by 33% from its second week into its third week. Data firm Luminate reported for the week of September 27th to the October 3rd, Agatha All Along only managed to bring in 204 million viewers, which was good enough for 10th place on the company's top 10 streaming originals for television chart. Of note, Agatha All Along releases new episodes on Wednesday nights, I will not be watching, and Luminate tracks from Friday to Thursday, so the show's first episode did not chart it in its first week, and its first full week on the chart, the show only brought in 304.7 million minutes watched. Oh my god. For comparison, the Acolyte, which released new episodes on Tuesdays, had a first week that garnered 380.5 million minutes watched according to Luminate. In its second week, the show dropped to 262 million minutes. Based on the minutes watched, the show performed nearly 20% worse in its first week compared to the Acolyte. It performed even worse than looking at the second full week for each show. It dropped over 22%. Any of you lot watched The Acolyte yet? Any of you? No? No? You watched the first one? Did you watch any more after the first one? No. Okay. Moving on. If one does a simple runtime calculation, which divides total minutes watched by runtime, the Acolyte had about 4.6 million views, while Agatha all along only had 3.5 million views. That's a decline of 23.9%. For the second week, the Acolyte's views came in at 5.8 million, while Agatha all along only had 5.2 million. That is 10% behind the Acolyte. It looks even worse when you apply those numbers to the total number of subscribers that Disney claims it has on Disney+. This is what Disney claims. We don't know if it's true, but yeah, that's what they're saying. In the company's most recent Q3 financial report, 2024 earnings report, it shared that it had 54.8 million subscribers in the United States and Canada as of the end of June. That means that only 9.5% of Disney Plus subscribers watched Agatha all along. However, that percentage is likely to lower given Disney shared in its earnings report that it expected Disney Plus core subscribers to grow modestly. Disney Plus core subscribers includes its subscribers in the United States and Canada, as well as international, but excludes Disney Plus Hotstar. Don't know what that is. The decline in viewership is not all that surprising, given the total number of views between the two episodes premiere and the third episode declined by 30.5%. The first two episodes received over 5,900 reviews each, while the third episode only received 4,100 reviews. It is quite likely the show might even fall off Illuminate's top 10 next week, given the fourth episode has only just over 2,000 reviews as of writing. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I've not watched. I have no interest in watching Agatha. Now, the actress that plays Agatha, I really like the actress. I think she's really good, and I loved her in Step Brothers. She was brilliant in Step Brothers. I know what Agatha's all about. I know what they're doing with it. It's just not for me. It doesn't really interest me. I know they went back like at the beginning. If they'd just fixated on Agatha's life back hundreds of years ago, and that was it, with her getting she got her powers, learned to use her powers, and then grew her powers from there, and then we saw what she was doing hundreds of years ago with those powers, and then all the way, and then it was like that all the way up and like through the witch hunts and all that. I'd have been interested in that. That'd have been good if the show is based hundreds of years ago. That'd have been really, really cool. Like that. Fear something. There's 3 films brought out on Netflix. Let me find them for you. Fear Street. So they did a Fear Street, which was like 1994, Fear Street 2010, and then Fear Street 1804. And the 1804 one was brilliant. I thought, 1504. I don't know, it's 100 years ago. But it was really, really good. If they'd done something like that, I'd have been really interested. But they only focused on that very briefly and then moved on. I'm just not. It's just. I was talking to one of my friends recently, and I was saying, look, when they brought out Endgame, they should have just stopped. Marvel should have just stopped with everything. And what they should have done is gone, right, we've done Endgame, we've done 10 years of all these films, let's just take a rest, let's take a step back, give everybody 2-3 years, we won't do anything for 2-3 years, but for the next 2-3 years we're going to start writing some really, really kick-ass stuff, planning out things, and then we're going to release things ever so gradually, like one thing a year, and we'll build up another one. But let's give everyone a rest now, because everyone's a bit, tired of the MCU. And I think it would have been really good that if they'd given people a few years off, but they didn't. They kept pounding them with more and more stuff, worse quality writing, worse quality acting in cases, and it's just I'm just not interested. And I think a lot of people have lost interest. So I mean, what's your thoughts? I know what you guys have been saying. That you don't want to watch it, you're not interested, that sort of stuff. You think I'm right? What about the giving people a break for a few years and just rather than pushing things down our throats? Yeah, they should have given it maybe 5 years. Okay, fair enough. Well, I think it's a bit too much all the time for me. But guys, what's your thoughts? Put your comments below and let me know what you think.